things to talk about.
We don't need to talk.
And Mr. Mayor, that is a part of the problem. And they are very, very emotional because when you hear those 911 tapes, we know where the end is, and they know what that tape meant, that they lost their child at the end of that 911 tape. But as lawyers and as the legal team here, we're going to attempt to divorce ourselves from emotion for a few minutes, to ask some questions that we implore you to ponder and use your leadership to make the decisions. We ask that you let your heart be your guide. There are questions that we have asked that have not been answered, Mr. Mayor, that have not been asked, Mr. City Manager, that have not been asked, fellow commissioners. We asked questions on February 26th at 7:17 p.m. Who was the officer who made a decision, for whatever reason, to not do a background check on George Zimmerman, who had just shot and killed Trayvon Benjamin Martin? But yet saw fit to do a background check on this dead child on the ground. Number two, who was the officer who made a determination not to do a drug and alcohol analysis on George Zimmerman, who had just shot an unarmed teenager with a bag of Skittles, but yet found it appropriate to order a drug and alcohol analysis of Sabrina Tracy's son. Who was the officer who made the determination that we were going to just question Mrs. Zimmerman and take his statements as the gospel and let him go home that night with the clothes and the evidence that he had on his body? The evidence. Who was the police officer who presented the preliminary police report? And I understand we have a lot of law enforcement here, a lot of law enforcement organizations here, and all of them to one have called in and wrote in and emailed as this matter has become a world issue. And they have said, Mr. City Manager, that if a person killed another individual in cold blood who was unarmed, and they put forth the claim of self-defense, then it was prudent and the responsibility of the officer to document in that initial report every claim that would either support his self-defense or defeat his self-defense. So why is it we get a report after we do the press conference and the world start asking questions, a report that then tries to bolster George Zimmerman's claim of self-defense? You all have to hold them accountable. Nobody else can do it here this evening. You all have to ask these questions, take the names, and if they did not do their job, will they lose their job?
I've stated several times that that's the path that we are going down. That's the only path. I I can't change what transpired. I swear to you. I swear to you. I've said this to you personally, too.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Mayor, we do owe you a debt of gratitude because it was your leadership to release the 911 tapes. This family wants to have faith in the system.
Yes.
My God, they've been waiting so long for them to get simple justice, not anything extraordinary, as Ms. Fulton said. We don't want anything extra. She just wants equal justice, nothing more, nothing less. And so it's difficult for them to trust when we understand the police chief who okayed everything, who released certain information at the end of the day, who released statements about witnesses, who didn't have a dog in this fight, didn't know these people from Adam, came forward trying to be good citizens, that they then did something that our lawyer saw was unprecedented, and to attack a witness's character in an ongoing investigation. Yet, he still has a job. And that is something, it's hard to ask them to trust you and to have patience when it seems like everything related to this matter, the longer we wait, the story then changes on us. It has to be something where you all have to take a stand to let us know we can believe in you, that you will do the right thing, that you won't sweep it under the rug when the cameras go and when everybody go home. Because they're never getting Trayvon Martin back. And they're depending on you all. They're depending on you all to do your job.
That's right.
Just as we would have prayed that Chief Lee and the Sanford Police Department would have done their job. Can't you understand that none of this would be going on if they simply would have treated George Zimmerman like they would have treated Trayvon Martin? In conclusion, because I don't know where I'm at on time, I would ask you to ask those questions. There's a real issue about why it took so long to release Trayvon's body when Mr. Martin continued to go for 3 days begging for the release of his son so he can take him home and give him a proper burial. In conclusion, though, I would only ask that you consider your children when you make these decisions that you have to make. And imagine if you can, and I know it's hard to fathom, I can't do it, and I've tried, that unless you lose a child, that's a very unique fraternity. And Mr. Bonaparte, Mr. Pope, Mr. Triplett, Miss Williams, Miss Matheny, and Mr. Jones. If that was your child and the police refused to do an arrest, you let your heart and your conscience be your guide, and you determine what would you do to your employee who refused to arrest the person that killed your unarmed child. It is as simple as that. I thank you for your attention. The family thanks you in advance for doing the right thing, because we want to believe in the system. We want to believe that it works for everybody.